we're back. Me and the kid. We talked about fretboard theory. Let's talk about keyboard theory. In some ways it's simpler, in other ways it's more complicated, as with everything in music. Here we go. Now the nice thing about the keyboard is there are only 12 different pitches. It starts with A, and then goes A sharp, and then B, and then C, C sharp, D, E, F, G, G sharp. Once we get to there, we start over again with A. Musicians weren't too smart. See, they started counting through the alphabet and went A, B, C, D, E, F, G. What's next? Let's just do A again. Which works out because it's an octave and they kind of sound similar. So all you have to do is be able to find the first pitch. Let's start with that. Finding that first pitch. It's very handy alphabetically if you find the A, if you know where to find an A. Well, you'll notice on a keyboard there are groups of 3 black keys and then 2, and then 3, 2, all up and down, 2 and then 3. So the A is in between the second and third of the group of 3 black keys. That's always an A. That's kind of handy, but we don't usually think in A. We usually think in C. So let's see if we can find a C. Well, you can find it by counting up from A, 2 letters, and get to a C. Or you can just say, I'm looking for a group of 2 black keys. I find a C. There it is, C. Now, anytime I find 2 black keys, I just go to the bottom of that, and there's another C. After that, all I have to do is count half steps. It's a beauty of keyboards. Look at this. C, right there. If I go up here where the black and white keys are all equal, I just go to the next key, and that's a half step higher. This is just like a fret on a guitar. Pretty nifty, huh? Whoops. But not a very practical way to play because we tend to come in from this direction when we play. So, I can find this C. I can play it with either hand, any finger, and it's always going to be that C. And I can put a chord real close together. In fact, it's easiest to play that way. Harder on guitar because guitar is tuned in fourths. Piano, your fingers aren't tuned in fourths, so they could go anywhere they want to. So playing closer chords is easier on piano. And all the keys are equal. A flat is just as easy as A. Not true on guitar. Hard to find an A flat. Technically you can't do an A flat on guitar. What you can do is sharp a G, right? Because you can only go up with frets. So once you know the pitches and how to find them, and you've memorized that, again, there are only 12 different pitches, so once you've memorized those, you can just go up and down different octaves. They all look the same. That's so much simpler than guitar is. But you have to learn that first, so you have to memorize how that looks, and then you can find chords by shape. So let me just start with an A chord. I start with an A. So I need to go A, and then a major third above that. Major third is 1, 2, 3, 4 half steps. So A, I don't even know what the next note is, but I can just count half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the next one would be a minor third above that, and that would be 1, 2, 3 half steps. And there I have found out how to create an A triad. Not because I know how to play piano, but because I understand keyboard theory. Let's try it just with one more, okay? Let's try a D flat. I just go, there's a D flat, I find the C, it's the next note up. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3. There's a D flat major triad. Whichever fingers and hands I play it with, I know how to play that. Pretty cool, huh? It takes on a lot of different shapes along the way, but it always looks like this combination of D flat, F, and A flat in some way. So, in some ways simpler, in some ways more complicated, but there is keyboard theory.